So the Flash movie, I've been waiting a long time. Do I have peanut butter on my mustache? The Flash, my review of The Flash, starring Ezra Miller as... So I just got done seeing The Flash, and boy, I was so hyped for this movie. I couldn't wait to see this movie. I bought my tickets early. On paper, this movie has everything that I would ever want in a movie. It's got super speed that slows down time, which I'm a huge fan of. That was #1 on my list. Why was that #1? It's got Batman. It's got two Batman. There's two Batmans in it. That's not a spoiler. They're in the trailer. It's got time travel. I love time travel. It's got multiverse. I'm all about the multiverse. I mean, I loved Across the Spider-Verse. I loved Into the Spider-Verse. If it has Spider-Man and Batman and it's in the multiverse and there's time travel and there's super speed, my ass is in a seat. I was on the hype train for this movie so early. I couldn't wait. I was so stoked to hear about that this movie was getting made. Flashpoint, what a great story. If you've ever read the comic books or you've seen the animated movie that was made that's on Max, which is what they're calling it now, it's awesome. And they do some of that in this movie. This movie, also part of the hype train was that everyone was coming out when it got done and it got screened. In all these early screenings, everyone's jumping out of their seats saying, this is the best movie they've ever seen. Not only the best movie, it's the best superhero movie they've ever seen, one of the best movies of the year. Tom Cruise, for some reason, I don't know why I took his word as Bond. I was like, oh, if Tom Cruise thinks this is amazing, then I'm gonna love it. I don't know why. I'm not even that big a fan of Tom Cruise. I like Tom Cruise movies, but then when you see The Flash, then you think about movies that Tom Cruise makes, and you're like,
are they fucking lying to me?
That's not to say that I don't like The Flash. I think The Flash is good. I like that the movie is about Flash, it's about Barry Allen and the emotional stakes of trying to correct the wrongs of the past and how you shouldn't do that because of all of the possibilities that could happen when trying to do that. All are bad. When you should just you can't focus on the past. It's that old story. Don't focus on the past. Just live in the present. Look forward to your future. We do the whole movie where Barry finds out he can go back in time, that he can time travel, which is touched on a little bit in Zack Snyder's Justice League movie. And it's done pretty good in that one. That was one of like the dopest moments in Zack Snyder's Justice League, is when Flash was moving forward in time as he was pushing time backwards. That was pretty awesome. Now we see he actually goes back in time. He's able to do you get to see a little bit of the speed, I can't remember what it's called in the comics, but it's the Speed Force, the Speed Force treadmill. It's in the comic books. He gets on a treadmill and he goes back in time. Anyway, they do a little bit of that.
They do a lot of it of that.
I like the way that they describe the multiverse and how their multiverse works in this movie. I really loved that concept and that aspect of it. Michael Keaton as Batman, hasn't missed a beat. He's 1,000 years old and he is still great as Batman, if not better. He has some of the best action sequences a Batman has had since Ben Affleck in Batman vs. Superman. This movie has a lot going for it. It's emotionally, and there's a lot of really cool action sequences that I was pretty hyped for, and I was having a good time. It's a good time. It's a good time. It's a good time kind of movie. If you go there wanting to have a good time, then you're probably gonna have a good time. The negative aspects of this are some of, if not all, the CGI is just insane to look at. It feels completely unfinished, which is why I think it's so funny that Tom Cruise was used as a conduit to sell tickets to this movie. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. All I'm saying is the CGI in this movie
ain't Done cooking.
There's so many things working against this movie based on movies that came out way before it. Like a Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse kind of crushes the multiverse descriptions and the emotional beat. Like, it just has so much more going for it story-wise. So much more, just so much more lore. And they give so much more time to everyone involved in that story. Then, if you've seen Avatar 2, The Way of Water, it took James Cameron 100 years to make this movie. It took him so long to make the sequel to the longest movie ever made, and now he's made an even longer movie with the CGI. The CGI in Avatar 2 it's so amazing to look at. All the water sequences are incredible. So when you take those two concepts of these movies that came out in the same year, and then you go over to The Flash, which is dealing with both aspects of multiverse storytelling and heavy CGI, and when you see two other movies do it so good and then your movie comes afterwards, it's like watching the second string quarterback. You're like, oh, so the game's over then? We can all go home. But with that said, I was rooting for this movie, and there's a lot of things to root for it. Supergirl in this movie is awesome to watch kick ass, and her suit is, I love her suit. I think her suit's incredible. Ezra Miller crushes it as the Flash, continues to be great as Barry. I like that they have two Barrys going against one another, and the one Barry has to go, older Barry has to go opposite younger Barry, and younger Barry is so annoying that it makes older Barry seem logical, whimsical even, and then at times kind of an asshole. I mean, I don't really know, with the way the movie ends, I'm kind of like, oh, okay, huh. Okay, alright, okay, and then now, okay, and then what? Then what you guys gonna do then? You know?
Now what?
Michael Keaton, I love this Michael Keaton suit in this, the all black, streamlined black Batman suit in this movie is awesome. He's incredible in it. I love seeing the Batwing, the Batcave, the 1989 Wayne Manor, everything about it. Just I'm giddy. I'm giddy. I was so stoked to see him. I was hyped to see how the Batwing works after it got shot down by the Joker in 1989. You know, now we got this. How is it working? It's like kind of clunky. It's like old tech, but he uses it to his advantage. The battle sequence, like Batman, like Michael Keaton's Batman. God, I want to see him be Batman some more. He's just so good. He's just timeless. He's timeless Batman. So with all that said, I think the story's great. I think it's done better in the comic books. It was cool to see how they did their multiverse. I would probably give this movie a 7.5 out of 10. Would I watch this movie again? Yes. No. Yes. What did you guys think of the movie? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you agree with my analysis? Did you think I was right on the money? Am I somewhere in the middle? Leave it all in the comment section below. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And if you're on Instagram or TikTok, hit that follow and like button. If you need to figure out where to follow me on any or subscribe to any of my things, all of the links are in the descriptions below. So any little bit helps. I appreciate you. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. The fuck was that?